clinch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Now Wilson on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
The 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
On first down, Wilson dumps that off to Penny as running back. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Lance now on first down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. This is caught. Touchdown! Austin Hooper, 28 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Wilson now to throw on third down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll find Everett there, complete. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Handoff comes to Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 67 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. A give. This is Chubb. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Nick Chubb, an 18-yard touchdown run. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back. So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play. Play action. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Going for it all. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies doing 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And Lance going to throw.
Flushed out right. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Here's Lance. And finding the tight end Hooper. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Nick Chubb as the first half is winding down.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense,
as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. He lets it fly for Lockett.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
129 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
Dancing to his left. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Fighting through the tackle at the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down. Here's Chubb again. Powering his way forward. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Chubb.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Nick Chubb saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And Washington has taken the lead.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Washington 28, Seahawks 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25 yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up.
Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas. 31 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for Washington. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson.
He'll get this out wide to Penny.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 45-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter of play. It was Washington 35, Seahawks 21.
Left side complete to Lockett. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10. Right at the 40. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Leaves it for Penny. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Penny.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
173 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. Touchdown, Washington!
Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They go play action with Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here. On 1st down, Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Again, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Gerald Everett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 236 yards for him on the ground, as this has been a night to remember to this point. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second and 9. Here's Chubb on the read option. Chubb will have the 1st down and much more. Touchdown, Washington! Nick Chubb, 34 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Got a man on the right sideline. That's McKenzie. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Seahawks 42.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. 2nd and 11. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.